And gentlemen, I'm not going to make this video too long. This is a piggyback on the video I did yesterday about, Disney having no love for black love at all. Because they just decided that they wanted to make something historical back in 2009, being The Princess and the Frog. And make it their first Disney princess who is of African American descent. Okay? A big thing. All black parents, especially mothers, are getting excited, getting ready to take their child, their daughters, to see this big event in 2009, and then lo and behold, we find out that the prince is a non-black man. The prince is not white. He's not Middle Eastern as I thought he was. He's just from a place called Maldonia, which is a made-up place, not even real at all. But he's non-black. After all the movies that we have had these Disney princesses in who have been predominantly white women, excluding Pocahontas and Princess Jasmine from Pocahontas and Aladdin respectively. Every other princess has been a white woman, and she has had a white prince. Why would Disney wait to get to Princess Tiana in The Princess and the Frog here and have her, quote unquote, date out or choose out to be with a non-black man? It's a slap in the face to black men. It's a slap in the face to black love. And it just shows that Disney has no love for black love at all. They want to talk about they did this because America's a melting pot. That's a bullshit excuse. Miss me with that, because that is bullshit. I'm going to show you something from an article that I found here. I'm just doing this again because I need you guys to understand that this is not bullshit. This is not me trying to start nonsense. This is reality. And you need to accept reality even if you don't want to accept reality. They do this in cartoons as well as TV shows and movies, okay? Now it says, although the black princess's love interest in the new animated musical is called Prince Naveen of Maldonia and is voiced by a Brazilian actor, he looks more white than black in photographs from the film that Disney has released, okay? Since Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs in 1937, all of Disney's princesses have predominantly been white. As I said, a native Indian princess was featured in Pocahontas, and Jasmine in Aladdin had a Middle Eastern appearance. Those are the only two who were non-white besides Princess Tiana now in 2009's animated movie. Alright, so let me go back down to this. Let me show you what the fans had to say, what some of these fans who were getting excited about this movie and taking their child to this movie had to say about this. One disappointed fan wrote, "I think it's sad that he is white because it's saying that black love isn't good enough and that black men could never be princesses." Oh, princes, excuse me. Let me read that again, though, not because I screwed up, but because I need you to understand that statement alone, and that statement alone is actually what says everything about this movie right here. This person says, "I think it's sad that he is white because it's saying that black love isn't good enough and that black men could never be princes." We know that's not true about black men not being princes, because in Africa we have African princes and kings. But that is a very powerful statement by that person right there. Now, another person says Disney had the perfect chance to make its first black prince, but instead it decided to go to the controversial route. Another complained, "I am very disappointed and I wish Disney had made the prince black. And the ironic thing is the prince in the movie is white, but the evil voodoo villain is voiced by a black actor and is black." See, I told you guys this yesterday on yesterday's video. They made for damn sure in one shape or form, one way or another, that they put a black man in this movie. Now, the black man that was somewhat positive was Tiana's father, but he died, leaving the mother and her with bills to pay that they couldn't pay. So she had to work very hard as a waitress and make ends meet, help her mother out, okay? And she also worked for this rich family. So in a way that was bittersweet, but look what this says here, okay? The black woman wants happiness, okay? And the black man wants to take the happiness away from her, because the black man is the villain. They made for damn sure that a black man voiced the evil voodoo villain and that he was a black character. That wasn't a mistake and that wasn't an accident. They could have easily rectified this by making the prince a black man as well, okay? So you have one good black man who is her suitor and another black man who maybe is in love with her and doesn't like the fact that the prince is going to get her or something, and then he wants to have revenge and take her happiness away or something like that. But he was just an evil voodoo man who turned this prince into a frog, and then she got turned to a frog at one point as well. The movie to me is just, I mean, it's symbolic in the way where you have the first, you can't take it away. It's the first black princess, Disney princess. You can't take that away from it. But they didn't do the right thing here. They really didn't. Okay, so that to me shows a lot. And let me show you an article from 2016, which is 9 years after this movie was released. Just a minute. I just forgot that I had to show you this. Originally called The Frog Princess, this movie and its heroine was to be a chambermaid called Maddie. So Tiana was originally supposed to be called Maddie, working for a spoiled white debutante in 1920s New Orleans. But the storyline sparked a backlash from critics who claimed it reinforced prejudice and demeaned black people. The princess's original name was perceived by some to be a stereotypical slave name, and she was also a maid working for a wealthy white boss, which was criticized as being racially insensitive. Even the New Orleans setting for the film was questioned as it had overtones of voodoo and slavery. Okay, let me read this a little bit of this article in 2016 for you guys too. It really is sad that most black people still don't understand that black love is something that is a threat to white society. And even if they tell you that it's not a threat, it really is, because if it wasn't a threat, you would have no problem showing us on television as much as you show yourself in romantic relationships with each other. You would have no problem showing the black man and the black woman together, but you do everything in your power to make sure that when you show us on television that, you know, it's always in a negative way. They're never going to promote black love in a positive light. Black love is going to be something that's destructive. It's going to be something that, you know, does not need to exist in their eyes. That we should look at them as our better choices for partners. That we should be in love with them. They want to make all these black women fall in love with these white men. They want to make all these black men fall in love with these white women. And look what it's doing to the black community. There's a collective of people who feel exactly this way. They go at odds with each other, with the opposite gender in our community. It's ridiculous that it gets to this point, but it is to this point with some people. Not all of us is falling for the Kool-Aid and drinking the Kool-Aid and the okie doke, but there are some out there who are. And why does Tiana have to kiss a reptile? Beauty kissed a beast. He was a man beast, but he was partly human. But leave it to the black girl to kiss a reptile, right? Because black people kiss animals, right? Ooh, let's not go there, because you know what I'll say about them. You don't want me to do that. Is it just me, or did they make this black guy look goofy on purpose? I don't know. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is The Princess and the Frog. I'm not going to do another video on this. I just had to do a piggyback on the other one. And it just goes to show that they really want our women. They really want our women to hate us men so badly that they will make sure that even in a depiction where it should be black love, because this is the first Disney princess of African American heritage, black men are still not good enough for their own women. That's what it tells me, because I'm not lying to you, ladies and gentlemen. Before I leave this video right now, in 2009, I was excited to say, because, you know, I was like the other black people, like just getting all hyped up and getting hypnotized by the Kool-Aid, saying, oh, Disney's finally going to make a movie with black people. It's going to be fucking awesome. I was getting happy. I was like, there's going to be a black woman, so I'm thinking that there's going to be a black prince. And as soon as I saw the trailer, I was let down. And I was really fucking angry. I'm not angry now, but I'm just letting you guys know about this situation, even though it's already almost 10 years now ago. But seriously, it just shows that they don't believe that black women and black men should be together. And that's the bottom line. They will wait until they make an historic movie, as they believe, with a black Disney princess, but not even have the decency to give her a black prince. And don't give me that shit about all of a sudden you want to talk about a melting pot and you want to talk about interracial marriage and it's all about making things diverse. Why are you making things diverse with this black woman all of a sudden? Why wasn't it diverse when you had all those other white women who were Disney princesses before? Why couldn't they be with different types of men? Why couldn't Belle be with an African man? Why couldn't Princess Ariel be with an Asian man? Why couldn't Cinderella be with a Native American man? No, you want to wait until this black woman has her time to shine. And because she becomes royalty now, because she's a Disney princess, she becomes royalty. Black men are not good enough to be with royalty, right? So we don't get a chance to have our black woman, but she has a chance to be outside of her race with someone else. This is absolute bullshit, and that's why people were mad about this. They liked the movie for what it represented as far as her being the first princess, but that's where it ended. Because so many other things were wrong with this movie, as I pointed out already. You have a black woman who chooses to be with, or I should say, they pair her with a non-black man, and then the black man that is in the movie is the fucking villain who wants to end her happiness, who turns her prince and her into a frog. So the black man in this movie with this black woman who is a princess is the villain. He's the villain. I'm done, ladies and gentlemen. I proved my point. And if you don't understand what point I proved, then you are hypnotized. You are asleep. I've already done another video on this before this one. This is the second one. So if you didn't get it in that one, you should be able to get it now. And if you still don't get it now, then you won't get it.